Yo, what up, guys? Beside here. If you're playing Raid Shadow Legends and you come into the events right now, you can see a new summon rush that just about to launch tomorrow. The countdown is still having 18 hours, and everybody woke up to see it without any warning or anything like that. It promises a legendary champion, one that is actually good. His name is Michinaki. I don't know about his skill sets yet because I don't own this champion, but he's one that I see a lot of hype about when he was released into the game as part of a Shadow King faction champion. So this champion we thought was just going to be a normal summon rush, and then you obtain this champion. But the reason why is this happening? Because something just ended that gave players who pulled 110 void shards a legendary champion supreme kill. So why are they doing this summon rush again, promising a legendary champion? Probably will be the top position winner can get that. It makes no sense. A lot of people are saying, well, maybe this might be an April Fool kind of thing, or they're just using this champion because he goes in line with the theme of April Fools in terms of his character design, maybe. But Raid wouldn't put out an event right here and then tomorrow it turns out that nobody gets it. I don't think they'll be that wicked to do it. But the stranger thing is that it's going through a fragments. So you get fragments through the summon rush. That means there might be other events there where you obtain fragments for him. I don't understand it. If you head over to your portal, also the summoning portal for fragments, you can also see him at 0 fragments right there, which means it's available to everybody to pick up, whether you're new to the game or old to the game. But who is going to be pulling shards in this summon rush are those who have shards left, or those who are always going for 10x events. So that's another information that I wanted to share with you, that yes, a 10x event is also going to coincide with this summon rush as a way to entice you or to encourage you to pull shards to obtain Michinaki, up to just get points for this summon rush. So which champions are going to be tempting you to pull shards? Because 10x is the best time for you to maybe get a double chance of getting them, 10 times chance of getting them if you get an epic. But the champions that are most advertised for endgame players who are always targeting 10x events or looking forward to getting these champions, the first one is Necri the Great. He's from the Undead faction and is one that I actually own. I'm not showing this from my main account because my account is busy running dragons right here, so I'm not showing that. I'm going to be checking this out from the Noob to Pro, which doesn't have this champion obviously. So that's Necrit right there, and it's a champion that protects one other ally, or the champion, the ally in your team with the lowest, I think, HP or defense, I forget. But he protects your squishiest champion, most likely your nuker if he's attack based or something like that. So he's an awesome champion to own, and he just built in a stone skin set. I've been using him, but I don't think I have a guide out on him yet. I think I do have a guide on me out on him. Awesome champion for PvP content. Is not that useful, or is not that popular in PvE content, only PvP, which is totally worth it. So the next champion that is part of this 10x is gonna be Kira the Watcher, a Dwarves faction champion. If you head over to the Dwarves, if you pull shards this weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, you have a 10 times chance that when you get a legendary, it might be one of these legendary champions. Kira. For this other dude, he was what you call it now? He was legendary, right? Yes. Necrit is legendary, so you need to pull void shards for that to happen. Where is Kira on this team? There she is. Also another new champion that I don't yet own or know much about what she does, but hopefully people that who have her or who know much about her can share some light. But let me just check out a little bit of her skills. That's ally protection and increased defense. That's more of a clan boss something for the clan boss, and decrease accuracy, which is not a clan boss something. So maybe she's just a general champion to keep your allies alive, while she's just built tanky based on defense. All right, that's Kira, looking more like an epic in terms of her build. What makes her so special though, whenever an ally protection is attacked, places decrease attack debuff on the attacker. So whenever any of your allies are attacked while they're under ally protection, she will do that decrease attack. That's all, just like the turtle. All right, that's Kira the Watcher, available right there from normal ancient shards or sacred. Ancient or sacred shards when you pull this weekend, if you pull. Truat from the Dark Elves is the third legendary champion that will be part of this 10x for this weekend. Truat also I'm not that familiar with because I do not own that champion. Where is Truat? At the top. Amazing champion build, also new to raid. Really new to the raid. and this champion heals a target with 20% of his max HP, which is awesome. Also ally protection right there on that's A1. A2, perfect veil, counter attack buff. I thought it was an AoE counter attack, but no, it just places the counter attack and strengthening buff on this champion for 2 turns. But the perfect veil is also going to be on all allies except himself. So not a AoE counter attack like I'm expecting. So I'm thinking what all these champions have in common is ally protection. So they always use a team, they come up a team, and I've seen the first one, the second one, and now the third one also has ally protection. So I guess that's the main thing that all these champions have in common. And the fourth one, I think that's it. Let's see. Wired from the Sylvan faction. Is that an epic or a legendary? White Dryad. Let me check. See new watchers. That's an epic champion. So what's the name again? Nia. So 1, 2, 3 legendary champions. No, that's plus Necri. That's 4 legendaries and 4 epics that will be available. You can also get this champion White Dryad from pulling void shards. You get an epic champion, and is she even worth it? Also have ally protection and strengthening for 2 turns, 3 turn cooldown ally protection. Is that's what you want to see? This is actually great, but it is small version of strengthening, not the big version. That would have been broken. Strengthening of 25% will be having broken. Removes all debuffs from a target that's not an AoE cleanse. It's just a single target cleanse. Heals them by 40% of their max HP. Still good, useful if you're going to use that for just that ally protection, which is extremely useful in all content, including especially the clan boss. So that's throughout. The next champion, the best one out of all these ones, in my opinion, if you're fighting the clan boss, especially for early game players, is this next one that is from the Ogrin Tribes faction, and that is Skull Crusher. One champion that the Noob to Pro does have, yes, and it's actually helping us in our unkillable team. So if you do not have a Skull Crusher, this is the weekend to pull for him, especially if you're early game. Pull your ancient shards, pull 10, pull 20, and hopefully hope that when you get that epic, it is this dude. It's totally worth pulling for, because he will change your clan boss damage, especially if you don't have unkillable team yet, or if you're just running out of luck in getting Demeter or one of those epics. So he's also an ally protection and counter attack champion, and that's what he brings to the team on raid. All right, the next one is Toragi the Frog. Also brings ally protection from the Shadow King faction. Shadow King right there, that's Toragi. Where is he? One champion that I have on my main account, but I've never really had a purpose to build him or use him. There it is. He brings not just ally protection, but also brings a lot of poisons, because whenever the enemies hit him, he has a 50% chance of placing 5% poison debuff on the attacker for 2 turns. Occurs once per hit, so if they hit him multiple times, they might get 2 poisons, 3 poisons on themselves. So that's an awesome thing. And there's the ally protection and a shield that he brings to all, Abi? Yes, to everybody. Place a shield buff equal to 50% of this champion's HP and ally protection buff on all allies. Ally protection and shield means you take just less damage. Awesome skill right there. And that's Toragi. Maybe one day I'll put out a guide about him, but I've not ever really used him. I don't also own him on the Noob to Pro. The last champion that is part of this 10x weekend is going to be Trombo. Oh, I closed it. From the Ox faction. He is not also very popular. It's an epic champion called Trombo. Where is he? New champion also, right? Yeah, he is. So on the A3, yep, that's the A3. Ally protection, increased defense buff on this champion for 2 turns. It would have been awesome if the increased defense was on everybody along with the ally protection. So he will take less damage when he has that increased defense. Attacks all enemy, removes 1 random debuff from all allies before attacking. Damage increases by 5% for each debuff removed. So they are still trying to get some damage into him, when we know that this type of champions are just built tanky. But you can squeeze in some crit rate and crit damage, good luck to you. And any special passive, whenever this champion is attacked, has a 20% chance of decreasing the duration of all debuffs on this champion. So he's also helping to keep himself alive, I guess, by making sure that he clears any debuff that is on him. All right, so that's what is going on in raid right now. Michinaki is from the Shadow King faction. Is he worth this hype? Are you going to be pulling your shards for the 10x or just to obtain him? And they are saying it's a fragment. So when the event launches tomorrow, we'll see if it's something you can get 20 fragments, 30 fragments, or 50 fragments, or it's something that can just give him as 100 fragment once and for all. But that will mean we can keep it and save it. But if it's something that will give 100 fragments, I think they will make it as a normal champion release and not make it a fragment that you can pull later. So where is he? He's a legendary champion, and here he is, also an ally protection champion, I hope. Let me see. On the A3, no, that's not an ally protection, that's an hex. Decrease defense, decrease attack on enemies under hex, that's a condition. On the A1, HP burn. So what's special about it? Whenever an ally attacks an enemy under X debuff, this champion has a 50% chance of team up and join the ally attack. So just like a Ronda, but even better, because if you have an hex out there, it's 50% chance, much higher chance of joining the attack. The effect does not work against the Hydra. Exposed next. That's weird. It works everywhere except a Hydra head that is already down. And for the A1 that is always teaming up and joining the attack, because he will use his A1 when joining the attack, has 50% chance of placing HP burn debuff. So you keep replacing the HP burner. I don't think it's that special. I know I didn't take my time to read it out, but I don't think this is special. A2 that hits hard, probably first hit removes all debuffs from each target. Second hit places hex. I feel like he's more of a debuffer than a decreased defense or than a damage dealer. Decreased defense, so it's more of a debuffer. It's somebody you want with high accuracy, because none of his skills say it cannot be resisted. So with high accuracy and high defense, there is likely that you will not have some space for crit rate and crit damage on this champion. But if you do, after putting enough accuracy, this champion will serve you well, I guess. So I hope to test him out in content maybe in the future when I have him one day, but I don't have him yet. Is it worth pulling shards for this summon rush? I don't think so, except they make the summon rush a little bit special. So it's not just one winner at the top right there. Maybe everybody, they'll put some fragments on the right hand side. So maybe on the right hand side of that event. No, events don't have a right hand side. That's a tournament. It's weird to see this champion right here. Everybody will get fragments if it's an event. That's what it means. Everybody who goes for it will get fragments. Will they leave it at the end? Will it be right at the end, or should it be at the beginning? Yeah, you just pick free fragment. I don't understand. Let's just see it tomorrow when it launches, and let me know in the comments if you'll be going for it, or you think this is just a bait, a scam. Last week we had 2x void, right? Yes, we had 2x on void, and the next 2x is going to be ancient. So maybe you want to save your ancient shards for that, and maybe spend your secret shards for this summon rush if you're going for it. I'm not interested in any of the 10x champions that was just called out. My noob to pro on my main account is not interested in any of them. I'm not that crazy about Necri the Great either for PvP content on the noob to pro, because we're not focused on that. So I don't think I'll be pulling shards from the noob to pro. But for my main account, let's see if Michinaki is gonna be easy to obtain. If it's not, I'm just gonna give you an update on Discord or something and give my opinion about why I'm skipping it. For now, I'm still doing Dragon hard, so finish Dungeon Divers, which still had 4th anniversary points that I'm trying to obtain, and I'm almost done with Artifact Enhancement, all from my main account, because 4th anniversary points is still there. Really close, 1 week and 2 days to go for the Titan event, so get on that. That's all the news that I have right now dropping in Raid. Yeah, I guess I'll see you in the next one. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe to my YouTube channel for more Raid Shadow Legends content as they drop on a daily basis. Later, guys.